Okay, Linda.
Hello,
Wow.
Paul.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thanks. It's nice to meet you too.
Good. You're looking really sharp there.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, cool. So you live in San Jose?
I do. I live nearby in Almaden.
Oh my goodness, this is my first time here.
This is why I love selling here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Really? Okay, let's talk about you. When did you start real estate? When did you start in real estate?
I've been in real estate since 2003, but it feels like I've been in real estate my whole life. I've always loved and admired homes, and it's just been part of my world.
It looks like you really enjoy it too.
I do.
Oh wow, it's a beautiful day like this, you come and relax. So you're going from one house to another, one beautiful house to another, right?
Well, not all of them are beautiful. This is a very nice home.
Okay, there's a history to everything, right?
Yes.
So what really made you go into real estate? Your parents were in real estate, or what happened?
No. I was in publishing actually before this,
really?
And I knew that the market was going to be changing, and I've always had a knack for negotiation and for marketing and for finance, and it just made sense. It was just the natural progression.
So it looks like this house you could put in a magazine. I mean, you could publish with a luxury home.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, you're in publishing, then you went into real estate.
Yes.
Is there any link to that between those two?
Not really. I mean, except for the fact that I know how to negotiate for people, and I was doing finance, so the finance part of it was very easy for me. I have a banking background.
Yes.
So all of it just kind of layered on top of each other.
Wow, that's amazing. So you've been doing it since 2003?
Yeah. My 20th year.
Oh, yeah, 20th year. Okay, so next year is going to be the 20th year. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So can you tell me some of the highlights of you being a real estate agent?
Oh, wow. For me, real estate is just an extension of, I think, my personality. I mean, for me, it's about serving my clients. It's about matchmaking, finding the right buyer for the right house, the right seller for the right contract. It's making things presentable. It's doing the marketing so that you are speaking to people, because people don't buy intellectually, they buy emotionally. And you want to create that vibe and feeling, because that's what people want. That's what they respond to.
Okay, so let's talk about buyers. What kind of buyers? You represent both buyers and sellers?
Of course. Of course, but you need one in each transaction.
Right. Okay, so what kinds of buyers? Is there any buyer that comes along you're going to represent?
So, typically most of my clients are referral clients to me. I do meet clients at open houses, but I work with first-time buyers, I work with move-up buyers, I work with all kinds of buyers.
You work with investors as well?
Absolutely.
How about developers?
I haven't really done much in the development world. I mean, San Jose doesn't have a lot of development opportunities, so really I focus on my clients and what their needs are.
Okay, so let's talk about sellers. Okay, is it a whole bunch of sellers also? Is just basically, you focus on any kind of sellers?
So my sellers, again, the sellers that I typically work with are repeat and referral clients.
Okay.
I'm selling a number of rental properties right now that are going to first-time buyers.
Okay.
This beautiful listing here, I'm helping them buy another property. So it's just depends on the situation. But I specialize in my clients as opposed to a specific area. And because I've grown up in San Jose, I really know the entire South Bay area.
Wow.
So I'm able to sell. I have listings from Mountain View, Redwood City, Sunnyvale, San Jose, Morgan Hill, you name it, I can sell it.
Okay, so let's talk about properties, the kind of properties that you sell. Are they like condos, townhomes, or single-family residences, or a whole gamut?
D, all of the above.
Okay, D. It sounds like a real estate test. D. That's interesting. All of the above. Okay. But okay, cool. Now let's talk a little bit about the market.
Okay.
Right? The market. So I've looked at some statistics. It started in 2012. The market reached the bottom, right? And it's been climbing for a long time. Okay, I remember visiting some properties in East San Jose, and they were selling like cheap. Now you go there right now, even Alum Rock. I mean, that's not an expensive part of San Jose, but now you go there, it's like everything is so expensive.
$1 million.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about this market.
The market has definitely started to change.
Yes.
We've seen, since interest rates have been rising over the past 2 months or so,
right.
We're seeing a definite slowdown in the market. But I also look at that as an opportunity, because sellers have seen since we started the pandemic in 2020.
Yes.
Prices have gone up 30%.
Yes. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yes.
So I think that what we're going to start to see now is more of a normalization of the market.
Yeah, okay, we haven't seen much of a normalization since 2012, right?
I agree. Oh,
Right?
yeah. I mean, the buyers have been having just to give everything.
Right.
It's what do you want? Here you go. So
Yeah.
all the risk was on the buyers before.
Right.
And now it's going to be more balanced.
Okay, so you've been at it since 2012, since 2003, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, I mean, tell them about the fluctuation in the market. I mean, you've seen some downs and out.
Yep.
I mean, I've been in it since 2005, so I saw my first experience was 2008
Yes.
when the market went down. But you,
I've been there too.
okay, but I mean, you haven't seen this trend since 2012. It's been going up and up and up. Do you think it's going to crash anytime soon?
I think crash is the wrong word to look at.
Okay, good. Tell me why.
First of all, I think overall we have very low unemployment.
Yes.
You've got a strong economy overall.
Yes.
You're going to see adjustments and slowdowns because of rising interest rates.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much money in the market right now that I think it's just going to take people a little bit of time to adjust. But it's going to be fine.
Okay.
And besides that, this is going to be a chance for you to refinance people in
Yes.
the future.
Yes.
And on top of that, people are going to be looking at different vehicles for their loans.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to maybe not do a 30-year fix. So maybe they're going to do a 5-1 or a 10-1 arm.
Right.
The opportunities are there.
Well, it seems like you know a lot about loans. Okay, fine. So interest rates are going up. The Feds are going to meet again and stuff like that. What do you think? Is this going to have a negative effect on the market? Okay, if a sellers listen to this, and is it a good time to sell as opposed to when the market, the interest rates go up even more, and then you're going to have fewer buyers?
It is a good time to sell. Yes, absolutely. But at the same time, if you're buying and selling in the same market,
Yes.
you're rising and falling with the tides.
Yes.
So does it really matter?
It doesn't matter.
No.
Okay. So, you work with people in Silicon Valley, right?
Yes.
This is the heart of Silicon Valley.
Absolutely.
And people have a ton of equity in their properties. I mean, are you advising people to go and get some equity out of their homes and go buy in places like Florida?
If that suits their risk tolerance.
Where's there a risk in there?
Well, I mean, people don't always like to buy in actual single-family homes.
Yes.
They might want to do something more creative like a DST.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely options available out there for people. But real estate's been a great investment vehicle. I know a lot of people throughout the country that I'm able to refer my clients to. So I've got people going to Alabama. I just had some properties sold in Colorado, Texas, you name it. I've got contacts all throughout the country that I can refer clients to.
Okay, so besides you being in the market, being in real estate since 2003, what makes you stand out, Linda?
I'm tall.
Oh, that's good. I'm beautiful.
Well, that's
God
for you to say. Thank you. I
didn't know that worked. Okay, well, okay, cool.
No, I think what helps me stand apart is that I tell it like it is.
Yes.
I'm able to see both sides of the equation, so I'm able to explain to people what's really going on. I'm not trying to push people into anything because I think that we need to help guide them through the process. We don't need to tell them what to do.
Right. So you've learned a lot through the years, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you in this beautiful building, this property here, I'm sure they interviewed a whole bunch of agents, right? But why did they choose you? Somebody's watching right now, why would they choose you?
I like to joke, what you see is what you get. I am trustworthy. I'm the kind of person that, like I said, I'm going to tell you straight. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you the truth. That's difficult for people to do. And so they know that what we're going through together. And we're going to make the best decisions together. And they know that we're a team effort. And that's what people respond to.
Well, you did mention that basically you work by referral.
Yes.
Okay, mostly, right? Because
Yes.
first of all, you have a book of business. Law.
Exactly.
Okay, so if someone's watching this, and why would they refer to their clients to you?
Why would
they refer their clients to you? I mean, they have other agents that they could be talking to. I know you already mentioned that. You tell as it is, but why somebody's watching this is a seller, right, or a buyer, and why would they refer their clients to you?
Because they know they're going to get a fantastic experience, expert landscaping, expert in the market.
Landscape is right here.
I know. No, I mean, I know what's happening
Yes.
in the marketplace, and especially being a seasoned agent.
Yes.
I've experienced the ups and the downs.
Yes.
So I'm able to anticipate. I mean, it's kind of like playing chess.
Yes.
You know, I usually am really good at planning 1 or 2 or 3 moves out. And that's part of what we're talking about is, okay, if we do this, then we can do that.
Yes.
You know, and helping people plan it through. So I'm there from the beginning to the end. I am a professional agent, and I treat my clients with respect and also have a really fun experience as well.
And you have some sense of humor too?
No.
No? Okay, cool. So let's talk about, because you're so seasoned, and I keep honing in on that.
Spicy,
okay,
yes.
So, okay, so what do you think, really, the market's going to correct as the interest rates go up? I mean, I'm banking on your experience right now. Do you think the market's going to correct, and sellers have to be really realistic, right? Do you think the market's correct by what? Is it just gonna have an equilibrium?
Where's my crystal ball?
Yeah, what is that? Based on your experience, Linda. Just guess. I mean, just tell me. I mean, you know everything.
I wish I knew everything.
You don't?
My crystal ball's as cracked as well as the next guy's. So, you know, the market speaks, and I think that there will be people out there who situationally will want to take advantage of somebody's situation. They'll want to take advantage of somebody needing to sell. They'll want to, and then they'll come in there and scoop up a property for low. There are investors out there who are looking to do that because they know that people will overcorrect.
Yes.
What I find is that people tend to follow each other.
Yes.
And by doing that, they're not always making the best decisions, because I think now is a better time to buy than it was just 6 months ago.
Yes.
Because you're not competing with 50 other people. You're not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars more than you should be.
Yes.
We saw some stupid appreciation, quite honestly, in some of these homes. And now if we correct, we're still going to be better off than we were a year ago or 2 years ago.
What do you think accounted for this stupid appreciation, as you mentioned?
I think that people were expecting rates to go up.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, I got to grab this 3% interest rate. So they just went all in on it.
Okay, cool.
That's what I think. What do you think?
Well, that's what I'm talking about, being seasoned and spicy. You know? You know everything. Okay, cool. I think so. I think you're correct, because people are thinking the interest rates go up, right? And so they're panicking. Fear makes people, like, if people think the market's going to crash, you're going to sell.
And on top of that, because the stock market was doing so well, so many people in Silicon Valley have tech money.
Yes.
And so they had what I call is free money.
Yes.
Oh, I'll just sell the stock and have another $100,000. No big deal.
Yeah.
Well, for the average person who doesn't work in tech, that is a big deal. And so now we're seeing people who may be able to buy a house contingent on the sale of their existing house.
Right.
Or maybe only get 10% down or 15% down and still be able to be competitive.
Right.
Where before, they wouldn't be considered if there's 20 offers to look at.
Yes. So the market is speaking, right?
Absolutely.
What is it saying right now to you?
It's an opportunity.
It's an opportunity for the buyers?
I think it's an opportunity for the buyers, and depending on what the seller's objectives are, again, if they're buying and selling in the same market, we're rising and falling together.
Yes.
So that's an opportunity for them. If they're cashing out and moving someplace else, then you're still doing, if we've had 30% appreciation in 2 years, and our average sales price is over $2 million in Silicon Valley, that buys a whole lot of house any place else in the nation.
Yes, exactly. And so it's a good opportunity for them to retire, okay, right now. I mean, if you love it in San Jose, I know it's so beautiful and all that kind of stuff, but you could love it in Florida. You could love it in Texas. You could love it anywhere. You want to be by the water.
Exactly.
And go live the ideal life. Right, you can even retire now when you're 60 or something like that. Go buy a property and it's all cash and stuff like that.
Exactly, and that's what a lot of people are doing. But at the same time, don't forget about people who are wanting to stay in California, and they can use their Prop 19 basis to transfer their tax basis to another part of California.
Okay, let's talk about that, Prop 19. Maybe somebody's watching this and they don't know what's Prop 19, like my camera woman there. She doesn't know what Prop 19 is. What is that? Prop
19 passed a couple years ago, and it's giving people the ability, if you're 55 or over, to transfer your tax basis in a higher tax area, like say San Jose, and move to another area if the house that you're purchasing is less than what the house that you sold. And the house that you say you've been living in your house for 20 years, and you bought your house for $500,000. you buy a new house in San Diego for $750.
Yeah.
You get to keep all this extra money that you got from selling your house, and then transfer your tax basis of $500,000 to the new house.
Okay.
It's a win-win for sellers.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So since you seem to know about Prop 19 and the laws and stuff like that, let's talk about Sb9 and Sb10. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm not.
Okay, no, okay, fine. Sb9, they passed the law last year. The Sb9 is actually people, if you have a lot that is 6,000 or 5,000 square feet, you can put an ADU there. Okay, because California has, what is the biggest problem that California has?
Housing.
Housing. Okay, how do you solve this problem?
We build more units.
Build more units, and if you can't build more units, what do you do to the existing properties?
We let the properties add a diverse living structure.
Yeah, the ADU, you put an ADU there, so now you can put an ADU, you have a ton of equity in your home, you can take some of that money and put it in an ADU.
Yep.
Okay? If it's a duplex, guess what? You can put 2 ADUs. It's a triplex, 3 ADUs.
Yep.
Fourplex, 4 ADUs, depending on your lot size and the setback. Isn't that exciting?
It's very exciting.
Okay, we still have this problem in California, right? And homelessness, I see that even in San Jose. I don't see that here because it's so beautiful here. But what you being so seasoned, do you participate in politics?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Are you a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
I am not, but I'm a member of our local real estate association.
But real estate, you guys have lobbyists. You lobby all the time, right?
All the
Very
time.
powerful. Okay, cool. So what are you guys advocating to the city of San Jose in terms of housing, the state of California in terms of housing? Are you guys doing anything?
I'm not really involved with the board, so I don't really get involved with the lobbying part of it. I do know that the real estate party is really advocating for
Party like to go and dance?
But we're definitely
You like to dance, huh? Okay. Okay.
but we're definitely advocating for more houses. We're definitely advocating for just lower income housing, giving people an opportunity to get into the marketplace, higher density. All those things we're definitely behind. And
Yeah, you mentioned higher density. That's good. That's one way to solve this problem, right?
It is.
Because if you don't have high density housing, then you're not going to solve this problem at all.
Yeah.
I was speaking to a lady who's running for the state assembly the other day, and I said, why don't we build new cities? Right. Yeah, okay, some counties, how many counties are in California,
No,
50? At least 50. Okay, some counties are less than 50,000 people. The whole county. Like if you go to Tulare County, Yolo County, those counties, right? That's not too far from San Francisco. I mean, Sacramento. Mm-hmm. Okay, you can build new housing there. I've seen someone was showing me the other day. He works for Facebook. But he wants to buy over there. Everybody's working out of their homes, right? So you may as well build new cities. Mountain House.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard of Mountain House. That's one experiment, and it worked very well, and the value's gone up.
Oh, absolutely.
So why don't you do that? I mean, do you think that's a good idea?
I think it's a great idea. Absolutely. And now that if you're finally starting to launch the high-speed rail,
yes,
it'll give people a chance. If you can build cities along that rail line,
yes,
then you'll have people being able to commute in from Fresno, Bakersfield, further distances for only a 2-hour commute.
There you go. Linda, so now let's talk about your ideal referral partner. Who do you look for?
I look for great lenders. I look for anybody who's real estate related, as well as for people who aren't real estate related, because my clients need doctors and dentists and attorneys and CPAs and all kinds of stuff. But of course, good lending partners, inspectors, builders, everybody.
Did you know that you have loans for doctors, who just graduated and they get no money down?
Oh, that's
Did you know that?
awesome. No.
Okay. Did you know that in San Jose, for example, all these expensive counties, you can buy a property that's $970,000, no money down? Zero down.
That's great.
Okay, that's a single family residence. For a duplex, $1.3 million, no money down. For a fourplex, for a triplex, $1.3 million, no money down. Okay, or 3.5% down. Okay, and for a fourplex, where you can live in one unit,
rent out the
and
others.
rent out the rest, guess what? $1.8 million, no money down. Did you know that, Linda?
I did not know that.
Okay, cool. That's why I'm here, huh?
I love it.
Yeah, cool. Now, the second one is basically, do you work with self-employed people, Linda?
I work with who?
Self-employed people.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Did you know that basically self-employed people don't need their tax returns to buy a property?
If that's what there's definitely programs out there for that.
Bank statements only. right, with 10% down.
Yep.
Because what's happening with a lot of self-employed people, they make a lot of money, but how much do they declare on their tax returns? Very little, right? So how about if somebody runs a restaurant, they put in a lot of money, okay, in the bank, but very little money on their tax returns. Contractors, okay, people in the strip mall, all these people work at the strip mall, they have money.
Yeah.
But they don't show the money to Uncle Sam. Those people can qualify for loans. So now guess what? For someone like you, okay, who represents buyers, okay, or even sellers, because if a self-employed person owns a property here, they might want to sell it to go buy something else.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Did you know that when the pandemic hit, okay, and many people that run restaurants lost their business, right? And what will happen to those people, they're not going to get foreclosed on, but guess what? They could sell their property in Almaden and go buy in Elgrove and don't have to put all cash down over there. All they got to do is 10%.
That's right.
So what they call asset depletion. They use the money, the equity from here, and let's say they walk away with $600,000, they can buy a property in Elgrove for $600,000, but not put down all the money, right? Only 10% down.
But that would also work for senior citizens too.
Yeah, exactly. Senior citizens, okay, basically, people are 60 years and above, okay, even 55, honestly, they can do reverse mortgages and things like that.
Yep.
It's
exactly.
amazing.
It is.
Linda, is there anything else you would like to add to talk to our people here? So look at that camera there, please. What else would you want to share?
I think what I want to share is that, having a passion for real estate creates its own enthusiasm and excitement. And that's what I'm here to help, just both from the selling experience and the buying experience, making real estate be a positive experience that people get excited about buying and selling. And that's, I think, what my clients like most about me.
I think they like most about you also is your energy, right? You got some like energy. I like that.
Not compared to you. Oh my God.
From the first day I met you, which was only yesterday, I thought, this lady, she's, no wonder she is a high performer here. So you're looking for a buyer. I mean, if you're a buyer and you're looking to buy something, if you're a seller, you're looking to sell, you're an investor, you know what? Linda is your, can I say girl?
Sure.
You gotta be careful nowadays because of political correctness, okay? So, but this is good. I really enjoyed talking to you today.
I enjoyed it too. Well, thank you very much.
This is the first of many.
Yes.
Yeah, so next time we have another listing, let us know, and we'll love to chat with you.
You got it.
That was fun.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Paul.
You speak any other languages?
Sí.
¿Hablas español?
Sí, claro. ¿Hablo español?
No, francés.
Ah, très bien.
En chino.
Très bien.
Oh, tu parles français?
Oh, no.
Non? Moi, je parle français et chinois.
Ah.
Chinois, tu sais?
Non.
Chinois?
Non.
Chino? Chino?